night the town of Black Hollow fell silent. October 14th, 1967. A date that barely registered in most newspapers, but would come to haunt anyone who dared to uncover its story. That morning, a small local Oregon paper ran a short headline: "Entire town found abandoned. No signs of struggle." Most readers glanced at it and moved on. After all, small towns disappear from news all the time. Accidents, bankruptcies, or families moving away. But this was different. Black Hollow was tucked deep in northern Oregon, surrounded by thick forests and jagged mountains. The town was isolated. The nearest highway was miles away, the road winding and barely maintained. Around 300 people called Black Hollow home. Miners, shopkeepers, families, children. They had a school, a church, a single diner, and a small radio station that broadcast nightly at exactly 9 p.m. The town was quiet, self-sufficient, and seemingly ordinary. But one night, Black Hollow fell silent. October 13th, 1967, 9:17 p.m. That was the last recorded moment of life in the town. The radio station, which had faithfully broadcast every night, suddenly cut off mid-sentence. No farewell, no static, no warning. Just silence. For hours, the static-filled airwaves carried nothing. People outside the town assumed it was a technical glitch. But when the signal didn't return after 2 days, concern turned into suspicion, and a small team of state police was dispatched to investigate. What they found would be etched into the minds of those officers forever. Driving along the narrow forest road, the first thing the officers noticed was the streetlights, still on, flickering in the early evening gloom. The town appeared normal at first glance, almost eerily so. Cars were parked outside houses, keys probably still in the ignition. Shops were unlocked. The diner's neon sign buzzed faintly, and yet, there was not a single person in sight. Inside the homes, it was as if the residents had vanished mid-action. Dinner plates were still on tables, the food untouched, steam rising faintly as if time had frozen just moments after being served. Coffee cups sat warm on counters. In one house, a child's homework was left open on the desk, pencils still resting on the paper. Even more chilling, pets were found alive, locked in rooms or wandering the house. Cats crouched in corners, dogs whined softly, but no humans were anywhere. Investigators combed the surrounding forests and roads, searching for the faintest sign of escape. Nothing. No footprints. No tire tracks leading out. No broken fences. No signs of struggle. No blood. The only footprints found were those of the officers themselves. The river near the town, often used as a shortcut, was undisturbed. Ice unbroken. Banks pristine. It was as if 300 people had evaporated into thin air. The officers moved to the church, a small wooden building at the center of town. And there, the unease deepened. The clock above the altar had stopped at 9:17 p.m., the exact moment the radio signal died. How could a clock in a building powered by ordinary electricity just stop at the precise second something inexplicable occurred? It was a detail that would haunt investigators for decades. At the radio station, the team discovered the microphones still on. A notepad lay on the desk, a final scribbled message that sent chills down their spines. They are not shadows, and they are not human. No signature, no explanation. The handwriting offered no clue. Who wrote it, and what had they meant? News of Black Hollow spread quickly, and soon speculation ran wild. People wondered if the town had fallen victim to a secret military experiment gone horribly wrong. None of these theories could explain the simple, terrifying fact. There was no evidence of where the townspeople went. None at all. As days turned into weeks, investigators returned again and again. They interviewed relatives of residents, checked records, scoured the forests for miles. All they found were abandoned homes, personal belongings left behind, and the eerie feeling that Black Hollow itself had been swallowed. The diner was especially haunting. Chairs were knocked over, menus still open on tables, and in the back, a cup of coffee had cooled. The town was officially declared unsolved, sealed off, and left to decay. Yet the mystery endures. Why did the radio stop precisely at 9:17 p.m.? Why did the clock freeze at that exact second? What did the cryptic note mean?